All right, so this is continuing our focus on digestion. And for practice today, just a mat, and it's nice to have, I have a bolster, but you could have a pillow or anything. It's going to be for being kind of taking a forward fold over something, so you can see what you have available. That'll be in a little bit. We'll start out supine. So nice and comfortable. And go ahead and stretch out your legs and just feel, see if you can feel just sort of the weight of your muscles and your bones, and see if you can just invite yourself to sink into the mat. And you can notice the points of contact with the mat and the places where your body comes a little bit away from the mat because other parts are holding it up. Like your thoracic spine and your sacrum hold up your lumbar spine. And then start to come into your breath, just nice and easy. You might have a hand on, let's put both hands on your belly since we're talking about digestion today. And notice as you deepen your breath, you get some more movement, pushing out with the air coming into the belly, and then drawing back as the air leaves the belly. And you don't need to be pulling in those muscles particularly, bracing your core in any way, just appreciate and feel what's happening. And just kind of keep deepening the breath down as low as you can bring it on the inhalation, and then just allow the sensation of the exhalation to occur. And I'm going to coach you into Mula Bandha, which is, if you picture the bottom of you and the perineum, which is in between the kind of the front where you urinate, whether you're male or female, and the anus. So in between those two places is the perineum, and that's where you want to bring your mind's attention. And when you inhale, see if you can feel like you're inhaling in that space too. And then as you're doing that, I want to talk a little bit about, so digestion obviously starts with the mouth, goes down into the stomach. And then from the stomach, the small intestine, large intestine, and colon are all involved. And then ultimately anus, right? And then also participating are pancreas and liver. But of all of those organs I just mentioned, it's likely on an average day that maybe you feel your stomach, but you're not likely to sort of specifically feel your pancreas. So just notice what you notice. Notice what sensations you feel as you bring the air in and out. We're going to start moving in a moment. Another in and out. Slide your feet under your knees into a comfortable place for bridge, arms down by your side. Let's press down our feet, come up into a bridge, and inhale up and take the arms up and over. So press and inhale up, everything comes up. And exhale and come down. So as per usual, you're probably noticing hamstrings, quadriceps, glutes, core as you come up and go down. And now just put your attention, just feel like you just lifted your full digestive tract up into the air. And then you've lowered it back down again. So just have just a little more attention in the digestive tract here. Do inhale up. So again, mouth all the way down, all the way down. There's a whole process that happens that our bodies are very good at. Some people can have troubles. couple more times. All right, relaxing down. Now invite your knees to come forward and grasp your knees, your legs with your hands and draw in as much as you can. So everybody's a little bit different here, how close you can draw in. I can draw in fairly closely, but just do what is comfortable for you. Really wrapping your arms around your legs. And as you might imagine, we actually, and I don't know the Sanskrit, but in English, it's wind relieving pose. So just breathe here and see what happens. So we're kind of compressing all of the organs of the digestive system here. All right, and then you may release it. Let's come around. I often allow different ways to get into cat and cow, but today, let's just turn around to the side and then come up and around to come into cat and cow. So knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. And I've got this, maybe I'll take my drapey sweatshirt off. And really lengthen your spine, right? So you don't want your pelvis in the air and you don't want your pelvis to be dropped. You'd like that to be lengthened and your shoulder blades are drawing together on your back. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders and toes are untucked. So again, let's just cat and cow as per normal. So it's inhale. So the belly drops and fills, the pelvis lifts, the shoulders draw back, the head comes up and into this back bendy like cow place. And then exhale and drop the pelvis, drop the head, curve the thoracic spine, everything draws up. And now when you keep going through this, I just want you to notice the whole digestive system because it's being taken for a ride in this cat-cow process, right? It's getting allowed to relax and hang in cow, and it's being asked to draw up and back and in for cat. So keep going, feeling those sensations. Let's have 2 more full cycles. And then coming out into your neutral once again, then separate your knees, pull your toes together and slide back into child's pose. So you're pushing your hips back and your belly's going to end up probably on your thighs, depending on how, and some people are a little bit higher, some people are a little bit lower in the hips, but go back as far as you're comfortable. Perhaps your forehead comes down on your mat and a few cycles of breath right here. And then I'm going to change my position just so you can see better what I'm doing with my arms. So let's inhale here and exhale. And inhale and exhale and just walk yourself around to the right. So the hands are walking you around as far as you can go to the right. Just feeling this little twist here. Lower your head and breathe here. And then let's inhale here and exhale and walk back to center. Relax for a moment. Inhale here. And then exhale and walk your hands as far as you can go to the left. And maybe further that you went to the left and to the right. Whatever happens is good. Breathe here. Inhale here. And exhale and walk back to center. Now, when you inhale, lift up your right arm. Your upper body doesn't have to come up, and then exhale and thread the needle. Take that under your front arm and then just relax here in this threaded needle position. And then inhale, take the arm out. Exhale, put that hand down. Inhale again on the ground. And exhale. Inhale, lift your left arm up. So your head stays down, body stays down. And then exhale, thread the needle, take the left hand underneath and drop everything down and breathe here. And inhale to come out, and then exhale. And then inhale and come forward to all fours. And just notice how you feel, right? So we spent a little bit of a time with some pressure on the belly, and now we've just released everything again. So let's have a little bit of bird dog, which is, lengthening opposite arm, opposite leg. But let's consider now that we're trying to really lengthen the digestive tract while we do this, all right? So inhale, left arm, right leg. Just feel like you're stretching everything out, reaching with fingers, reaching with toes. Exhale back in. Inhale, take the second side. Keep going, just like that. So your attention is on lengthening the digestive tract. One more time. One more time. All right. Getting ready for downward dog. Tucking toes. Hands are strong. Arms are strong. Shoulders are set. Get ready with an inhale. Knees are up. Hips are up. Come all the way up. When you get up into down dog, go ahead and pedal. Head is hanging down. Chest is melting towards your thighs. Hips are reaching up and away. Arms are strong either side of your ears. A few more pedals, you're breathing. And then stop pedaling. Lift the hips up and away with a big inhale. And open your mouth and exhale. And inhale. Now we're going to do a three-legged stance by moving a hand, okay? So catching up together, let's inhale. Then when you exhale, take your left arm back and touch and hold your right ankle and breathe here. And then take the hand out and relax, supported on all four. Inhale here, and then exhale, right hand onto left ankle. And then take it out again, relax and breathe here. And let's do that. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So inhale, exhale to touch, cycle of breath holding. And back out again. Inhale, exhale to touch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to come back out. One more time. Exhale here. Inhale, exhale to touch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to come out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to come out. You're great. We're going to come forward to a plank. Inhale here, nice and tall in this down dog. Exhale, slip forward to plank. Inhale here. Now lower yourself to the ground however you'd like. So you can lower knees and chest. You can do a half chaturanga. You do a full chaturanga. Whatever you like to do here, lower yourself down to the ground. The hands are underneath your shoulders. Toes are untucked. Draw your elbows back towards your body. And let us take cobra, pressing hands down. Inhale, lift up and lift that digestive tract as high as you can. Let chest is stretching the digestive tract, and exhale down. And inhale up, feel the chest lifting and stretching the digestive tract. See how it feels to you. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. Now, draw your arms back behind you, roll your shoulders back, clasp your hands, and we're going to go into locust. So you can feel now how both of these poses, cobra, we were lifting the abdominals and the stomach away from the mat. Now we're going to leave everything on the mat and lift the rest of the body away from the mat. So we're going to put pressure on the digestive tract through locust. So rolling the shoulders back, lift the hands up off the body. Let's inhale. Upper body, lower body, everything comes up. So you're balancing kind of on pelvis and your belly's on the ground. Exhale down. Inhale up, reaching back. Exhale down. Inhale up, reach, and exhale down. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale up and exhale down. I called it locust. It's also Shalabhasana. Inhale up and exhale down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. We're going to aim to come up into downward facing dog. So you can go through all fours or you can go through plank, whatever works for you to take yourself up to a downward facing dog. Inhale when you're there and exhale. Inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale, walk forward as many steps as you need to take to walk forward, forward fold. So here again, we're compressing the belly against the thighs. Breathe a few cycles of breath here. Let's catch up together with an inhale and an exhale, and then inhale next, lift the belly off in a half lift, and then exhale, put it back down again, and then inhale, reverse swan dive, lift everything up, exhale, hands in front of your heart. I need to move the computer away so that I'm entirely on screen. I didn't realize I hadn't checked that. Okay, great. Here we are. Come to the front of your mat and stand hip width apart, nice and strong energy coming up your feet. Lengthen your tailbone down, lifting your core up, chest is elevated, shoulders are relaxed. Draw your arms up and overhead, and then slide your hands down right in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. And inhale here, nice and tall. When you exhale, step the right foot back into a high crescent lunge. And so you're completely erect. Your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. You're on the ball of the right foot, unless you feel unstable, in which case you can put that heel down, more of a warrior one position if that's better for you. Let's inhale, nice and tall, and then exhale and bend over. So bowing forward and then spin and take a revolved high lunge. Hands still in Anjali Mudra out towards the left, right? And then inhale back and all the way up. And exhale to step out. Your hands together. Inhale, tall and long. Exhale, step the left leg back. Right knee stacked over ankle. Inhale, you're super tall. Exhale to bow forward and then take it into a revolve. So your elbow has some relationship to your knee here. And then inhale back and up. And exhale and step forward. Let's just repeat both of those times so we can kind of get used to this. Inhale, super tall. Exhale, step the right leg back. Inhale, tall. Exhale to bow and then revolve to the left. Oops, I lost my balance. Inhale back and up. Exhale to step out. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, step the left leg back. Inhale, tall. Exhale to bow and then rotate, revolving to the right. Inhale, back. Exhale, step out. Let's do it one more time. This is so good. Inhale, tall. Exhale, step back. Inhale, tall. Exhale to bow and revolve. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to step out. Inhale, tall. Exhale, left leg steps back. Inhale, tall. Exhale to bow forward and revolve to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to step out. And just relax and shake everything out. Maybe have a sip of water. Lovely. Let's build a longer series now. So standing at the front of your mat, hip width apart. Inhale, grow really tall. When you exhale, step your right leg back into warrior two position and open your arms and land in warrior two. So again, the left leg is stacked, knee over ankle. Right leg is straight. Foot is at whatever angle is comfortable for you. You're either lined up or on two railroad tracks, whatever suits you. Your arms are teed out and your whole upper body, so your shoulders are open to the long edge of your mat, but your hips in a different position. So my shoulder, this shoulder's here, but my hip is here. Hips are wherever you're comfortable. Let's inhale here and just go get super long in your torso. So you're just really giving the digestive tract as much room as you can muster for it. Exhale, inhale together. Now exhale, reverse your warrior. So dropping right, lifting left. And there's kind of a different sense of stretching here, right? So just again, awareness of how these organs feel. And then inhale, arms up, let's straighten the leg and exhale and really reach the whole torso. So you're kind of lengthening and spreading out those organs as you come down. You can look up at your hands, a little balance challenge to do that. Then inhale, back up and exhale, reverse. And inhale, back up. Let's exhale and step away. And we'll take second side. So inhale. So the whole time we're just trying to really elongate the torso. So inhale, super tall. And exhale and step yourself back. Land in warrior two. Side two should be pretty similar to side one. Really opening the upper body along the long edge of your mat, with your hips are where they're comfortable. In up here. Exhale, reverse. Feel the shift in the abdominal cavity. This shift into reverse warrior. Inhale, arms up straight. Leg. Exhale. Really lengthen and see how you really can give those organs as you come up and over into triangle. Inhale, back up, bending the knee. Exhale, reversing. And then inhale, arms up, and exhale, step out. And then just take a break. We're going to go again, and we're going to add on. So inhaling, super duper tall. Let's skip warrior two, and we'll go right into warrior, right into reverse warrior. All right, good. So catching up again. Let's inhale, super tall. Exhale, step yourself right into reverse warrior. So just kind of feeling that stretch. Inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. So exhale. Remember, you're reaching over into triangle, right? So you don't want to drop down. You're reaching over into triangle as far as you can. Lengthen the torso and breathe here. And inhale up, exhale. Now we're going to do our first big twist of the day. Inhale, arms up, straighten your leg. Exhale over, start out in triangle. Inhale here. Now exhale and turn your shoulders and your ribcage all the way around to revolve your triangle. So you're looking back behind you and you're scrunching, sort of compressing the abdominal muscles right in this twist. And inhale back, stretch it out. Exhale, reverse. And inhale, arms up. And exhale to step out. Inhale to grow taller. Exhale, left leg steps back into reverse warrior. Feeling that length there. Inhale, straight leg hooks out. Take your reaching triangle first. Inhale, back up, bending the end. Exhale to reverse. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, reaching triangle. And then once you hear inhale and exhale, revolve that triangle all the way around. Inhale, come on back, rebend, exhale to reverse. Inhale, drop and exhale to step out. Take a little break. We've got one more time through. We'll add warrior three, balance pose. So inhale, super tall. Exhale, Right leg steps back into reverse warrior. Inhale, arms up, straighten the leg. Exhale, we're gonna go all the way through. Triangle first. Inhale, up, rebending. Exhale. Inhale, arms up straight. Exhale. Triangle. Inhale. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, come back in and up, and exhale, reverse. Now, inhale, arms up, and exhale. Turn to the front. You can, so the hips kind of are going to stay wherever they are for starters when the foot's on the ground. So wherever you're comfortable, let's take Anjali Mudra here today. So your hands are attached to your chest, and as a reminder that chest is really lifting and stretching and allowing all these muscles and all these organs to kind of stretch out and hang down and relax. So inhale here, and then exhale to come forward into your warrior three. So once this back foot comes off the ground, the hip does square to the mat, so it's squaring with the shoulders to the mat. This is Andrea's weaker ankle, so I'm doing what I can, getting better. Okay, and then inhale and exhale, reverse. And inhale, arms up, and exhale, step on out. Inhale, nice and tall. Let's do our second side. Exhale, left leg steps back. Reverse warrior. Inhale, arms up, straight leg. So this reach, triangle pose. Inhale, back up, ready. Inhale, arms up, straight. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, exhale, revolve that triangle, twisting the digestion. Inhale, back, rebending. Exhale to reverse. Then inhale, arms up. So facing the front, adjust anything you want to adjust. Inhale. Exhale, slide the hands right in front of your heart. Inhale, grow taller. And exhale to come forward, squaring the hip in warrior three. Take it as low as you want to take it. Wherever it's good for you is good for me. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Then inhale to step out. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step up. Fantastic. Great. Okay, good. Now, I am. Okay, so I'm going to face you so you can be anywhere you want to be, that you can see me. So inhale nice and tall, and then exhale, hands right in front of your heart once again. Inhale, tall, and then exhale, sit to chair. So it's however low you want it to be. Your hands are in Anjali Mudra, so you can be parallel to the floor. You can be a little higher up, wherever you're happy in chair. Let's inhale here. Exhale, take a twist. Feel what that twist feels like in the abdominal region. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. And inhale back to center. And exhale here. Now, I want to invite you to sink into Malasana. So you're going to see what works for you. And you can put your hands down anytime you want to put your hands down. But what I'm asking for is that to come into this lower, 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 lower squat. So see how it works for you. And you've got this bolster. So if you needed to sit on something, you could pull the bolster over. And then otherwise, if you're here, hands in Anjali Mudra, so the elbows are kind of keeping the legs apart. And you're in this deep squat. And just kind of feel what this feels like. So a little crunchy in the abdominal area, right? There's not as much room as there is in other poses. Breathing here. All right, now let's come out of this. Oh, and I should have said, my heels happen to be down. Some people will end up with their heels up, and that's perfectly fine, whatever's comfortable for you. I want to stand back up, and I am able to stand back up, and different people will be different about that. So if you need some help with your hands, you can take it. If you needed to to put a knee down before you can stand up, that's okay too, right? See what you need to do. Just do what you need to do to stand back up. Whatever it is, all right? Relax everything. Now, I want to talk about Uddiyana Bandha. And so I talked about Mula Bandha, which was kind of in trying to get a sensation of inhaling from this lower part of your body. Uddiyana Bandha is on the exhale, is actually paused after the exhale. So, and you might have seen yogis online kind of with no shirt or a shirt pulled up doing it. And I'm not going to pull out my shirt today, but what you want to do is kind of come into a little bit of a chair, but it's not very low. Just kind of hinge at the hip, so your hands can be on your thighs, and just inhale and exhale. And inhale. When you exhale, pull in a little bit more, and just keep playing with that. We're just on the exhale. Just notice that you can pull how much you can pull in. And then for Uddiyana Bandha, what we're going to do is inhale and then exhale, and then just keep pulling in without changing your breath. So you're kind of holding the exhale and just keep pulling in, and then inhale, exhale, and then keep pulling in as high as you can. And then inhale. And last time, exhale, and then just keep pulling in without changing your breath. Hold the exhale and pull in. And then inhale, stand up, take your arms up and overhead, and just sort of swing your arms a few times. Just release tension. All right. Okay, so let's do a little bit more standing. So you're standing with your feet underneath your hips, and let's heel toe out so that we're standing wider apart. And inhale and be super tall, super elongated, and exhale. And inhale, get taller, and then when you exhale, just bend your knees. So you're not hinging at the hip, you're just bending your knees, right? So you're still straight up and down. And then tee out your arms and inhale here. And then exhale and just bow forward, flat back. So your knees are bent and you're flat back. Inhale here. Now we're just going to rotate our thoracic spine. So inhale and then exhale and turn your shoulders to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, turn your shoulders to the right. And keep going like that. I'm sort of touching the ground in the center. Couple more times. One more time each way. And then inhale, center, and then exhale and just take yourself up and then straighten your legs and then heel toe back in and then shake out. Good. So this whole kind of digestive tract attention is, we're doing a combination of things of kind of stretching it out, compressing it, like child's pose or wind relieving pose, and twisting it. Anytime we're kind of taking the thoracic spine and twist, so good for your digestion tract to kind of do all of these things. All right. So let's come back to the front of our mat and stand up nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms up and over. Maybe take a little back bend here. Stretching the digestion. Exhale, fall forward. So it's going to come into this compressed place right here. Inhale, lift away, half lift. Exhale, let it be compressed. And then inhale, you can just sort of take your knees and let's sit up. We haven't sat much today. So let's sit up first, Dandasana. So your legs are just out in front of you and sit up as tall as you're able to sit. And Stretch your arms out, shoulder height in front of you, and let your fingers be pointed and flex your toes. So pull your toes up, push the heels away, and then alternate. So point your toes and flex your wrists. So we're taking tension out of the hardworking ankles and wrists that did a lot for us today. One more time. All right, relax. Now let's get involved with this bolster. So mine you can see is fairly big, so it's really giving me an object to, because this is another kind of compressing kind of action in a forward fold. So I'm going to do it on this little bit of an angle so you can pretty much understand what's happening. So my legs are on the other side of this bolster, and maybe the bolster's on the ground, depending on how big it is, or maybe I want to pull it into me if I want to make a little more contact, so you can just see what works best for what you have. And then inhale, arms up, and then exhale and just drop yourself over. So you're trying to be as supported by this bolster as you can be, and let everything relax, and we'll breathe here. So your arms can stay on top of the bolster, or they can come over on your legs, wherever you're comfortable. And then reach your arms out again, and inhale on the ground, and exhale, and then inhale and lift yourself up, and exhale, lower the arms down, and we'll take the bolster away. You can actually don't put it too far away. I'm going to invite using it in Savasana in a little bit. Now let us experiment with what's called half lowered pose, and everybody's a little bit different here. So what I'd like to invite your legs to do is the following: is kind of cross one leg in and then take the other one over it, right? So it looks like that from the side. Now, not everybody has this particular range of motion, and if you don't, there's nothing wrong with just kind of being in an easy seat or wherever your legs are comfortable. So if you're able to take your right leg across your left leg, do that. So it kind of gives you this object of this knee. If you're in an easy seat, it's okay too. All right. And we're going to take another twist. So inhale and just stretch out. You're really tall. And then exhale and turn away to the right towards the knee, turning the shoulders and rib cage. And then you've got a couple of choices. You can wrap around the knee like this, or you can hook your elbow around the knee and hand up, which is a little more traditional for half lowered. So wherever you're comfortable, and breathe here, looking away. All right, and then come back around and change your legs to so take it the other way. Inhale tall and exhale and take yourself into your twist. Look back behind you. Right, inhale back to center. So there's a way in which these twisting poses are kind of massaging for this territory. We're going to come back down, prone again for and build into bow, which you can imagine kind of is the most massagey because you're right on your belly. So let's come around for bow. Stretching out completely for start. You actually just come down, drop your shoulders and turn your head and just relax for a moment. You can even rock a little bit. You should feel the abdominals and everything, all the stomach and intestines on the ground underneath you. All right, so we'll get ready for bow. So draw your shoulders back and so center your head and bend your right leg, then bend your left leg, and you're gonna grab onto your ankles. Now, if this is not available, you can use a strap. If this isn't available. And the objective is this. So you're going to push your legs into your hands, which is going to lift your upper body and lower body up into the air, right? So you're down on the ground now. Inhale here, and then exhale, push and lift. And so there you are. There's bow. So breathe here. So feel there's a big massage going on underneath you. Just breathe here. All right, and then let everything go. We'll go one more time. Just relax in between. Let's inhale, and then exhale. Come back up again, and you're breathing inside of this. All right, and then relax everything prone. Turn your head, just relax for a moment here, like an upside down savasana. And then slowly roll yourself over onto your back. I might get involved with my sweatshirt, so roll over onto your back. And let's do another massaging spinal twist for this area. So you're on your back, feel heavy on the floor. Bring your knees into this wind relieving position as tight in as you can and breathe here. And then using your hands to guide and pull your knees in as tight as you can, drop your knees over to your left. The hip is going to come up, and there's your knees. And then tee out your left arm, and then open your right arm and tee it out. And see if you can bring the right shoulder down on the floor and roll your head around and look out over your right hand as you're doing that. So just try to get your right shoulder as close to the floor as you can, and turning your head completes the spinal twist. And just breathe here and just notice how everything feels. And back to center first. Then take your legs to center. Hug again into wind relieving pose. Breathing here. And then using your hands, drop, I gotta get the bolster out of the way. Drop your knees over to the right as tight as they can be. Tee out your right arm and then tee out your left arm. See if you can invite that left shoulder down and look out over your left hand. Your shoulder might not be as low as mine. That's okay. Just wherever it is fine, and breathe here. All right, so roll your head back first. Then take your knees and one more squeeze when we're leaving pose. And then separate everything, grab your feet. Happy baby. We're on our way to Savasana. So just kind of wiggling and waggling and stretching whatever you want to stretch. Just noticing how everything feels. And then for Savasana this time, I'd like, because you had a bolster-like object, let's have that be underneath your knees. And otherwise you are stretched out, lengthen your tailbone underneath you. Arms can be right down by your side. But because of what we've done today, I'd like to invite, maybe right hand is on your belly and the left hand is on your heart. And once you get there, come into your breath. And let that breath deepen as we lie here. And see if you can use the breath to make you kind of think through what happens when you eat. So food, we take food into the mouth, goes on down to the stomach. Processing starts in the mouth with the saliva. Processing continues in the stomach. And then different parts of the meal are sent in different directions. So bulky stuff goes through the intestines, small to large intestine to colon. Different parts and nutrients are going to pancreas and liver. And then from there into the bloodstream. And then ultimately there'll be an elimination process for any material that is considered waste right after it's been emptied of nutrition. So just with the breath, notice that process in your body. And we'll relax and breathe for another few moments for Savasana. through into moving ankle. And then let that grow into stretching your limbs and see how much you can stretch your torso as you stretch your limbs. And you can remove that bolster away. And then today I give you a choice of rolling to your side to come up to a seat or rocking up. So whichever you prefer to do, you can take to come up to a seat. And you can stay on the ground, or sometimes it's, you might, if you want to, you could sit on the bolster. I like to do that. So kind of I'm elevating my hips a little bit more today. And then sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are right stacked over your hips. Hands can be on your thighs or knees. Let's take some final breaths together. So inhaling through your nose. Exhale and sigh it out. Really relax your abdominals in the side. So inhale. Let the air wash through the digestive tract on the side. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you for joining me for this digestive focused program today. And I think that what this means is that when we come into next week, we're going to stay in the same territory and do some core focused work. So it'll have some things will be similar and some things will be new and different. So that will be next week.